child, I'm not even gonna go into that in this video, just because like I don't want no problems. Anything you wanna do, I am gonna try to. Boy, my body's just for you. Pleasure is a destination you can buy, but still get you. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Genesis, and I be doing all kinds of videos. I be doing med school videos, vlogs, hair stuff, makeup stuff, all that. So if you want to see any of that stuff, then girl, go ahead and subscribe, honey. But today's video is going to be a little chit chat Q&A. Get ready with me. I'm going to this Galentine's get together that my friend is having. We're working with some big giving Diana Ross, giving Shaka Khan hair today. Shout out to Nadula Hair for this wig. And then we have this My Outfit Online dress. Let me move this friggin' mirror because, whoa, I'm tripping. But anyway, we're working with some jewelry. I'll tell y'all all about the fit at the end of the video. And if you want to watch me create this makeup look and then also get the tea on med school, then just keep on watching, girl. What's good, y'all? So I've already done my eyebrows. I did those off camera because y'all cannot do my eyebrows and talk. But we're gonna get into the video. So I have my questions pulled up, and so I'm gonna try to like group the questions based off of different topics, I guess. So first, I'm going to go with lifestyle med school questions. Stop it now, Peppa. So the first question is, how does med school affect your mental health? And if your mental health is affected, what do you do to take care of it daily? So, Peppa, stop it! That question, before we get started with that, I'm going to go in with my foundation. So, I'm going in with this Too Faced Born This Way foundation. It's in the shade Chestnut, and I'll just be putting it right on my face like that. Ooh, y'all know what I forgot to do? Actually, I'm not finna do that first. I lied. I gotta take this off. Actually, first, what I'm gonna go in with is this Makeup Revolution Pore Blur primer. It just looks like this. Peppa, I'm about to throw something at you. Okay, so first question. So about the mental health thing, yeah, I always tell people, you know, that are interested in going into med school, I always say, do not do med school unless you 1000% are sure that you want to be a doctor. And I say that because it's miserable. If you are here, like if you want to make money, you could do so many other things and make way more money than you would ever being a doctor. Because med school, like, is hard. It's miserable. Like, I hate it here. I'm not saying that I hate the med school experience in general. It's just very, like, tiring all the time. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with this freaking Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Med school definitely can take a toll on your mental health. It will have you questioning your very existence every day. However, to combat those things, one thing that you will have to become okay with in med school, you're gonna have to become okay with the fact that you just will not know everything. You're not ever gonna know everything that you are taught. So you just try to learn as much as you can. You have to be okay with sacrificing some things or some topics in school to learn for the sake of your own mental health. And so, like, what I mean by that is, like, if I'm studying for 10 hours every day, I'm gonna have to pick and choose the topics that I want to learn the best, and just stick with those. Because trying to learn everything, you will go crazy. Pick what's like the most high yield and get those things down. And then I will also say, just make sure you don't sacrifice sleep and, you know, family for the sake of school. There might be times where you have to like cancel plans that you made, just not be able to do things, I guess. Not necessarily cancel plans, but just not be able to do as many things as you want to. But like, don't get in the habit of doing that all the time. You know, if I'm not in the mood to study, I won't do it. And that's not me saying like I just never study, but like there are some days where I'm just like, bro, I know that whatever I try to study, I'm not going to learn it as effectively as I can. So I just opt to not study and do something else that I feel like will like revive my spirit, I guess. Like I know Sometimes I will paint or draw, or sometimes I just watch Netflix or watch YouTube videos. Next question. Does your school create a competitive environment while you're learning? I got asked this a couple of times, and what I will say is that as far as competing against like my classmates, no. I never feel like I'm having to compete against other people in the school just to like do well. Oh, I'm going in with this LA Girl Pro Concealer. It's in the color Cool Tan. I usually do toffee, but I ran out of toffee, and toffee is a little bit darker than this, but this was all I had, so this is what we're working with. But no, I don't feel like it's a competitive environment in my school at all. Matter of fact, people at my school, like especially my classmates, for the most part, we're willing to like help each other out, share like learning resources, share notes, just share whatever knowledge that we have with each other. Because honestly, like the system, like I go to an HBCU and the system is already built against us, and so we're already fighting an uphill battle. But when you're in an environment with people who are going through the same struggles as you, essentially, we're gonna try to help each other out as much as possible, because we all want to see each other succeed. It's not like it's a numbers thing, like they like only a certain amount of people can match, or only a certain amount of people can graduate, or whatever. It's like if we all like do well, we all gonna succeed. We're all gonna be doctors in the residency programs that we want, and so we might as well help each other out instead of trying to like, you know, get one up on the next person. Like that don't make no sense. So next question is, how are you able to balance YouTube, med school, and daily life? I'm not. You know, I have been, and that's something that I've really been like sitting very heavily on as of late. It's very difficult to try to post as often as I want to, but also do as well as I want to do in school. Sometimes things get sacrificed, and what I have been finding lately is that I've been sacrificing like school, which at the end of the day is way more important than like this YouTube stuff right now. Not saying that like, I don't want to say it's more important, but like that's just gonna have to take a priority because I have to do well in school. You know, like I don't have an option. So, and like if I have to sacrifice making a YouTube video or, you know, vlogging or whatever the case may be, then I'm just gonna have to do that. So that's just something that I've been trying to like come to terms with myself. Okay, next question. How many years is your med school program? 4. That's generally how long med school is at any place. If y'all know of a med school program that's only 3 years or is like 5 years or something, then hit me up because I want to know. Next question. Do you ever feel too busy to go out and fellowship with friends? I'm gonna say no, only because all my friends are in med school as well. So I don't ever feel like people are out living life, like my friends are out living life while I be having to be like cooped in the house or cooped in the library or something like that studying. I'll never feel like that because all my friends are doing the same thing. And I'm not gonna say all my friends, but like most of my friends that I talk to on a regular basis are in med school. So, but I do have like some friends that like my line sisters that are still here, but it's like we all grown. So like if it's not school, it's like something else. One of my line sisters just had a baby, so that's already enough of a task within itself. And then my other line sister just graduated from her master's program in psych, and she's like starting a job, and she got like mad clients and stuff. So it's like, even though they're not in med school, like they still are out being adults and doing things. We don't be going out like we used to in like undergrad and like first year in med school. We was out, but now girl, we is tired. We is ready to be done, and we is in clerkships. What specialty are you interested in the most right now? Peds, so gonna be working with the kids in the future. Before we move on to the next question, I'm gonna just show y'all what I'm about to do next. Usually what I do after I do the concealer, I'm gonna set it with this Airspun loose setting powder. Also, sorry that y'all can like see my mirror, but like this is just how it had to be set up today. A disclaimer, it's just very difficult to try to like give advice on med school because really your med school experience is exactly what you make it. Your studying is dependent on how you study best, and only you can figure that out for yourself. Not saying that you can't like, you know, use study techniques from other people. So if like studying techniques, if that's a video studying in med school and how I study in didactics versus clerkships, if that's something that y'all want to see, then like the video, comment down below. But yeah, your med school experience is really tailored to how you best like thrive, I guess. What is med school like at Meharry? That is a very broad question. It's an HBCU, so I feel like it's very similar to any other HBCU experience. If you went to an HBCU, then you know. If not, it is an experience that I really cannot describe in words. Like, you won't know the HBCU experience until you've actually been to one, and otherwise, like, it's just very difficult to describe. I feel like at Meharry, people work together a lot more than what I hear at other schools. Like, I hear about like experiences that other people have. Oh, I'm going in, and y'all, I just did my contour way too much. But I'm going in with this eyeshadow palette. Yes, I use eyeshadow to contour. But anyway, like I was saying, I feel like at an HBCU, we all have the understanding that, you know, we are Black people trying to succeed in a world that was not built for us to succeed in. You know, if you're Black, every system was built against you. If you really think about it, like, America was not built to have Black people function in society as normal people. It wasn't. It just was not. Therefore, by default, everything literally is built against us. Or at least not built for us. And so, you know, when you're in an environment with people that are going through that same experience, y'all do what y'all can to help each other out. And that's just that. That's just on period. Next, I'm going to go in with contour. This L'Oreal True Match powder in this shade. What shade is this? Cocoa. Are there any students with past military experience? Honestly, y'all, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. My military experience is extremely limited. I really don't know anything. I just did like the training requirements and stuff. But I'm sure there are students, at least I know there are students at Meharry that are in the same scholarship program that I'm in, the HPSP. But I'm not sure about students being there with prior military experience that then decided to go into med school. I'm not sure about that. So that's something that I will have to check up on and get back to you. Orthopedic opportunities, I literally have no idea because I have no connections to any sort of orthopedic departments. But I'm sure like when you go to away rotations, like you can make connections at away rotations, or like maybe there will be somebody at Meharry that has good orthopedic connections. I'm not really too sure about that. That's also something I'm not well versed in. So now we're gonna go into, let me pull up my Instagram questions. Peppa, can you please stop? Please. You're doing a lot. Okay, so someone asked, can you go into more detail about your journey through med school with the military? That's gonna have to be a separate video because that's a lot within itself. So I'm gonna do a separate video on that. Stay tuned. Will med schools look at my repeated classes as an advantage or disadvantage? I'm not super positive what the selection process looks like as far as like repeated courses, but as far as I know, I don't think that people are concerned with how many times you took a certain course. As long as like your GPA in that coursework is good, then I don't really think it matters how many times you took it, as long as you passed it. Now, what I will say is that the MCAT and how many times you take that, I know at least when I was applying at schools did look at that. You don't want to, like, you know, somebody who took the MCAT 5 times, you know, that's not going to look as good as someone who just took it 1 time and got a decent score. Like, you know, if 2 people have a 505, if that's still how they scale it or score it, I don't know how. But if 2 people have a 505 and one person took it 1 time and the other person took it 5 times, I'm going to take this person because that tells me you know how to effectively study, take a test, and pass it without, in a good amount of time. Under pressure, I guess, if that makes sense. So the amount of times you take the MCAT is something that med schools look at. However, the amount of times you took like a certain class, I don't think is that big of a deal as long as you end up doing well in the class. What are some things that you know now that you wish you knew in M1? That it's okay to not get all A's. Like, I've always been, because the thing is, y'all, I've always been a person that, like, you know, gets good grades. Like, you know, for the most part, I get A's. And so coming into med school, I'm like, it can't be too much harder to the point where, like, I can't get A's and stuff. Y'all, I play myself severely. because baby, that first quiz we had humbled me. Oh, honey, the first block that we had, like the first organ system block we had was GI. That block humbled me because it really, the whole like first semester of med school humbled me. Because I didn't see an A until I think either second semester of my first year or first semester of my second year. Like, I'm not playing with y'all. Like, I didn't see an A my first semester. Not one. But I just wish I would have told myself, like, don't put so much pressure on yourself to get an A. So, next thing we're going to go in with is this pressed powder. I got this from the Beauty Supply store, y'all. It's by Ruby Kisses. I'm just using this to, like, kind of blend everything together. But next question is pros and cons about Meharry child. I'm not even going to go into that in this video just because, like, I don't want no problems. And I'm not trying to like talk about the school in any way. I'm not trying to talk about Meharry specifically in any way, shape, or not saying that I would like dog the school out, but like I just don't want to even put myself in that situation. How do you study? So, okay, so I got 2 videos to do for y'all. Med school and the military scholarship and how I study. Boom. Videos coming on the way. So I think these are more like related to experiences like in med school. I'm gonna go in with my blush. This is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Anastasia. This is this blush trio. I'm just going in with these 2 colors. I'll just go back and forth. Next question says, as a med student, have you experienced where 2 people share the same or similar diagnoses, however, have different ethnicities and their plan of action was different? I've seen where African Americans' pain was minimized versus any other ethnicity. Okay, so what I have learned being in clerkships dealing with like real life patients is that rarely is a plan of care ever tailored to a person's race. And that's not me saying that there aren't doctors out there that, you know, have some sort of like racial bias or whatever, because they do exist. But like, at least in my experience, plan of care is more tailored to the individual person and the comorbidities that they have. Now, what I will say is that Black people are much more susceptible and have higher rates of certain comorbidities like high blood pressure, diabetes, stuff like that. But I think that that's more to do with evolution and like the history of Black people. The beginning of Black people's experience in America was slavery, and it was like torture. And so when you're under that amount of stress, your body is going to do what it needs to do in order to survive. If you were Black in that time during slavery, like, it was beneficial for us to have higher blood pressures in the event that we need to like be ready to protect ourselves. Our heart would be able to pump enough blood to the rest of our body in order to do that. And so naturally, I think that Black people in America have evolved to have higher blood pressures and higher blood sugars because that was what was necessary for our survival. And for that reason, I think that Black people are more predisposed and more prone to have conditions like that. But is our plan of care tailored solely to the fact that they're Black, or is it tailored to the comorbidities that they have, maybe or likely because they are Black? Now I'm just gonna go in with this pressed powder brush. I'm not gonna put any extra powder on there. We're just gonna press that blush in there. All right, guys, so now we're gonna go in with this just random black eyeliner. I'm sure this came from a beauty supply store quite some time ago. And we're just gonna tight line our lower lid. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with this bottom mascara, or with this mascara on my bottom lashes. All right, guys, so now I'm going to just put like some eyeshadow, some brown eyeshadow on my lids because I don't be doing a whole bunch of eyeshadow. Okay, so this next question, I think this is probably the last one. Do you have labs to practice surgical techniques, or do you practice on a sedated patient? Ooh, child, we do not practice on patients. I'm pretty sure that's against like some sort of law or something, but we are not practicing on sedated patients. We have a simulation lab where you can make appointments to go down there and practice skills, but never are we practicing like a surgical skill on a sedated patient. So I think that's all the questions. Right now, as I finish my makeup, I'm just about to do my lips, and then I'm gonna put my lashes on off camera. I'm doing a red lip today because it is Galentine's, honey. I'm taking this Too Faced Melted Matte. I guess this is a liquid, yeah, liquid lipstick. Okay, I think we like this lipstick, guys. What y'all think? I'm gonna just take this setting spray. It's by Sephora. It's just the makeup setting spray by Sephora. And I'll be spraying a lot. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. This is what we're working with here. Y'all, listen, I'm here for this look. I did what needed to be done on this look, and that's all, period. But let me just show y'all the outfit. So for the hair, I just put some setting lotion on my hair to like clump the curls, I guess. And my hair was already laid down, or the lace was already laid down, baby hairs and stuff. And then for outfit, let me start with that. So I just have on this dress. It is from, this is how it looks. From My Outfit online. But yeah, this is the dress, and it has like the one shoulder like this. I'm gonna wear some thigh highs because it's mad cold outside. I actually think it was like low-key snowing a little bit earlier. So yeah, I'm not showing y'all the full fit from head to toe only because I don't have the thigh highs on right now because I'm wearing sweats over there. Like, I'm just gonna wear sweats over this dress and then put the boots on when I get there, only to take the pictures, and put the sweats right back on because that's what I do. I also have a banana clip to put my hair up once I take pictures because that's how I operate. But for jewelry, so a lot of this jewelry came from SHEIN. So I just have these like gold hoops. These actually came from the beauty supply store. So I have these gold hoops and then these gold rhinestone studs, I guess, beauty supply store. And then I had this tennis chain on. This came from Gold Presidents, and I'll like put the link in the description box. But this necklace actually came with a pendant that I had got customized. The jewelry, so these bangles all came from SHEIN. I just have on these four, or is it four? Yeah, these four. So just 3 of the brown ones and 1 of the like tan-ish, off-white-ish ones, I guess. And then on this wrist, I just have on this bracelet, also came from SHEIN, and then my Cartier. And that's it for the jewelry. I sprayed on some ebony wood because y'all already know the deal. Y'all know how I feel about ebony wood. Spray some of that on. I think that's it for the jewelry. And so that is this look. I think that's going to conclude this video, guys. So I hope I answered y'all's questions. And remember, if you want me to do like a how I study in med school video, or like a separate military and medicine HPSP video, or if you want me to make any other kinds of med school related videos, leave them down in the comments below. I don't be knowing what kind of med school videos to make because I don't be knowing what y'all be wanting to see. So just let me know in the comments and I'll try to make those videos for you guys. But right now I'm running late. We said 6 o'clock. I really feel like that means like 7, but it's 6:14 right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to go. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe, share the video, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Anticipation.